Good morning, class. Okay, so we're in the week of April 20th through the 24th, and I'm going to show you how to do some annotations and to answer some of the questions that you're going to be doing in today's or this week's assignment. All right, so you're going to be reading this poem. It's called The Seven Ages of Man. It's a Shakespeare poem. When you first start, obviously, you're going to read my instructions, and you'll notice here that I have a video. It's from YouTube and it's from someone performing this poem in the play that it was performed in. I forgot the name of the play, but that's not important. But if you want to see someone performing the play that you're about to start working on, here's the link to that. And your assignment for this week is to complete the TP cast for the poem and respond to the questions on pages 5 through 7. As always, if you don't know how to download the poem and annotate it, at this point, you're still not sure how to do that. Here's a link for how to do that. All right, so once you get to the actual poem, you'll notice that this thing is 7 pages long, and that may seem like a lot, but I'll explain why it's not. All right, so here's the poem, and it's italicized, and you'll notice that it has some Shakespearean language in here, like pard and honor is spelled weird, and pantaloon, things like that. These are words that are exactly how they used to speak in those days. So don't get too overwhelmed by that. Under the poem, I put the steps to the TP cast. You got to do a title prediction. So before you even read the poem, you see the word the seven ages of man. Go ahead and make a title prediction before you do anything else. And then you're going to read the poem, do your paraphrase. You could do the paraphrase here. When you get to the connotation, this is where you're going to find your figurative language within the poem. And it's these figurative language is fairly simple, like right here. All the world's a stage. So the way you do that to let me know that you recognize your figurative language, you're going to highlight it. All the world's a stage. And then I'm going to indicate what it is. And he just said the world is a stage. And that's a comparison that does not use like or as. So obviously, that's a metaphor. So all the world's a stage is a metaphor. Highlight it. Let me know first of all what you're highlighting, and then you telling me what it is. Um, and all the men and women are merely players. They all have exits and entrances. That's I would say that's another metaphor because he's using exits and entrances like you would have in a play, and he's going to be comparing life and death to exits and entrances. All right, so I just did two figurative language examples, and this was just in the first 3 lines. So this poem is full of stuff like that. All right, after you read the poem, I put some helpful notes about the poem, which you should definitely check out. I indicate stage one is infancy, and I tell you what it's like in what Shakespeare believes it's like and what it's like today. Stage two is a schoolboy. Stage three is a teenager. Stage four is a youth. Most of you are in stage three right now. You're teenagers. Stage five, middle age, old age. Finally, stage seven, extreme old age. So Shakespeare, rightly so, believes that all of these different stages in your life come with different characteristics, which is true. So read that; it's very helpful. Then, when you get to page 5, these are the questions. The first one: what, according to Shakespeare, are the acts in a man's life? And if you can't get the answers from the poem, you can definitely get it from this information. Because right now it just says the acts are infancy, schoolboy, teenager, youth, middle age, old age, extremely old age. So that's your answer to number one. That was easy. All right. So that's pretty much it. Just answer these questions. These questions seem like a lot, but you'll notice that they're really not. Just read them. And also, you got all this week to complete this. So make sure you turn this in. It's your only assignment for this week. If you have any questions, you could message me either in Google Classroom or in through email, however you choose to reach out to me. And we also have tutoring. Check Google Classroom for our tutoring schedule if you have any questions this week.